Hello and welcome to Cornish Walking Trails. Today we've come to St Anthony Lighthouse. Today's walk comes from Walks for All Ages, 20 secular walks in Cornwall. St Anthony Head. St Anthony is situated on the southernmost point of the Roseland Peninsula, opposite Falmouth. So on today's walk we've been joined by my mum and by my daughter Emily. We parked in the National Trust car park right down near the barracks.
St Anthony Head. At the tip of the Roseland Peninsula, this headland juts into Falmouth Bay, commanding panoramic views. Guarding the entrance to Falmouth Harbour, it has been of strategic importance for centuries and still bears the remains of several phases of military fortification.
First walk instruction: leave the car park at its far end and where a path leads downhill to the right through woodland signed to the lighthouse.
Lovely view today. Looking across you can see Pendennis Castle on the headland, and tucked around the corner is Falmouth and Penryn.
We're just going to go down here and find the lighthouse. Can't wait to see the Fraggle Rock. Oh wow, look at that. A number of times I've looked at this lighthouse from across the water. It's really good to be here.
Oh, it's wonderful. I'm by the Lighthouse.
So do you know anything about the lighthouse?
Built in 1835 to prevent shipping coming to grief on the manacles.
What do you think then, Mum? Are you impressed?
Very. Gosh.
Look at the light in there.
It's a holiday home now, isn't it?
Love to stay in there.
You know what this was used for, don't you?
Fraggle Rock.
This is Fraggle Rock. Yeah, Fraggle Rock.
Fraggle Rock. Do you remember that?
Dance your cares away, worries for another day, let the music play.
You know that
Down at Fraggle Rock.
What do you mean what's wrong with my singing?
I got a beautiful...
And just before the path ends at the lighthouse gates, double back to your right along the ghost path. Follow the path past the old paraffin store.
What is it?
It's a fungi of some description. It's a fungus rotting.
Really, it looks like a dog poo.
It isn't.
Are you enjoying the walk so far then, Mum? So what have you found to date? A fungus and a dead fungus. And a lighthouse.
And a lighthouse.
With a massive light.
And a...
Oh, what have we found there? Hang on. Something, I don't know.
Oh, that's unusual.
Well, what's it marking? A tree? Extraordinary.
It's fallen down.
Yeah.
It's like...
Oh, look at the underground. Look at that. Oh.
Through a white gate and around two beautiful golden sandy beaches.
Just see St Mawes Castle there, just on the far headland there. We're having great fun out there with that boat. Oh, beautiful, beautiful day. See that great big tanker coming in?
Look!
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, beer, picnic.
I like a picnic. Shall I go down and introduce myself?
I think so.
I could go and assist in the eating of the picnic.
What can you smell?
Barbecue.
Barbecue. We've just had our picnic and I'm feeling hungry now.
I'll have a sausage.
The canoeists, kayakers, what would you call them? Kayakers. The little red sail there behind Mum, that is a mirror. We used to have one of them, didn't we?
We certainly did.
Go messing about on boats in the middle of the Fell.
Slow berries.
Where?
Yeah. Slow wine out of them.
To drink it slow.
Yeah.
Depends how quick you want to get drunk.
One of the nicest views in Cornwall, isn't it?
It is stunning, isn't it?
Yeah. You can just about make out the St Mawes ferry going back to Falmouth.
See what you found.
Wow, on a day like today you could actually be in the south of France on a little beach, couldn't you? Beautiful Cornwall.
And there's a magic... Oh gosh, what do you want them?
Oh, they're good babies. Oh, is they having a cuddle? Oh.
Boy. from the view. Look at this.
Oh gosh, that's a good one.
Put it in a pie. It's magic.
It's a magic mushroom.
It's a magic mushroom. We'll have all the world down
So
here
have you
now
ever had a
looking.
magic mushroom, Mum?
No comment.
You can see the ripples of the flooding tide, all the seaweed facing one way, and see through the water. Absolutely beautiful today. Elderberry tree with loads and loads of clusters of elderberries. Make really good jam. Look at the view.
Oh, look at you.
Oh, look at that old boat, isn't it?
I'm looking at the old house over there, sir.
What a lovely looking boat. It's flying a Cornish flag as well. Even better. From a sailboat to a speedboat. There's lots of ways to enjoy the water.
The path leads along the bottom of a large sloping field and follows a mown track uphill. Pass through a wicket gate at the top and follow the yellow waymarker arrow which directs you ahead down the left-hand edge of another field and into a farm.
Alright, come on, boys. They got their own private. Oh, it's gorgeous. So I presume
We're actually on the bench there,
Gosh,
so we've just got to do that.
We could, all, if we're running out of time, cut that bit out.
Where's the ice cream shop?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah, this one does lack a bit of that, doesn't it? Oh, baby, it's nice in the shade, isn't it?
Go wait a minute, let it come out.
So, turn right onto the track and follow it through an area of mature woodland with glimpses of the Percuil River. Dogs to be kept on a lead down this path. Do you see
With
that
the
house
blue
over there?
shutters.
Yeah.
If I was a smuggler, I'd hide my loot
Well,
in one
it's
of them.
called cellars. Do you
So
think
there
that's
you
what it was
go.
for? Yeah.
Most probably. You're away
Isn't it
from
lovely?
the revenue men, aren't you?
After about 300 yards, take the right-hand fork signed to Church and Place Quay. So we're coming up around the back of Place House. Unfortunately, this walk doesn't offer you any glimpses of the house. And after another 150 yards, go left onto a narrower path. These steps are quite old, aren't they? They're old slate ones, quite worn. St Anthony in Roseland was built in the 12th century as a daughter church to the Augustine Priory of Plimpton. During Henry VIII's dissolution, the monastery and most of the chancel were pulled down. Well, there's no bell tower here, it's actually in the middle of the church, look, right above your head. Sacred to the memory of Thomas Spry. The north wall is actually part of Place House, so it's like having a semi-detached house and church. Quite unusual, really. So our guidebook tells us that it's an empty medieval stone coffin here, so we're just trying to find it.
Do you want to try that out?
No,
Millie?
no.
Alright.
I'll wait my turn.
There's something a bit creepy, isn't there, about going in a
empty
coffin
coffin.
before your time?
It's quite small as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think I'd actually
I'd
fit, to be
fit.
honest, so it'd be a bit embarrassing. So on reaching the narrow public lane, turn right uphill and follow the road for about a third of a mile.
It would appear on this walk there are several inclines.
More than you would expect.
More than I would expect in a book
Yeah.
for all ages walks.
Well, at least you've got the dogs to tow you up, Mum.
Certainly have, and I'm very glad for it.
We've just gone past the turning that takes you down to St Anthony car park. Mum and Millie are moaning, they're thinking they should be going that way. You actually go further on just so that you can pick up the coastal path to get back to St Anthony.
Okay.
Just beyond the brow of the hill, very shortly after passing the entrance gates to Kitperver, a stile to your right with a finger post directing you downhill towards the sea. So the walk instructions just tell us to follow the coastal path back now towards St Anthony Head. Got some fantastic views of the sea, and oh, it's just a stunning day. We're so lucky. So this is the first stile that we've encountered that we've had to literally carry the dogs over.
Ah, what you got? Ah, you got a baby.
Like a baby, isn't he?
There, and he's getting it as well.
I know, he's some clever boy, aren't you?
I think that helicopter's practicing, you know.
Yeah, it's a Merlin, I think, Andrew.
Wow.
Doing something, is it? It came across from down there.
Yay! Still done by a 70-plus-year-old. Yay!
Hooray!
Have you seen that slope up there, Mum?
I have
It's
seen
quite
it.
steep, isn't it?
It
Like the
is,
people at the top.
isn't
We've got to go all the way to the top of that hill. Oh, we're being plagued by flies, aren't we, Mum?
We are.
She's just run through it. They're going mad, look.
Oh, in my mouth. Not nice. Did you find those flies?
Yeah, there's flying ants.
What do you reckon?
What, the battery?
Yeah.
I'd like to have
It's
seen it when it was
fascinating,
in
isn't it?
action.
Yeah.
If ever.
Today's walk comes from Walks for All Ages, 20 secular walks in Cornwall, St Anthony Head. So the walk starts in St Anthony Car Park. We followed the coastal path up towards St Mawes and followed the Percuil River around Place House. We visited Anthony Church, followed the road up to join the cliff path and come back to St Anthony. So I've had a lovely walk around St Anthony Head. I've never been here before, seen it many times from Falmouth, and I'm thrilled that we chose this walk today. Did you enjoy it?
Oh, it's a lovely walk, isn't it? It's really, really pretty. We found a Fraggle Rock lighthouse.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? The directions were good, the map was excellent,
Yeah.
wasn't it? And the extra points of interest were fantastic. And the scenery,
Scenery's to die for. It's stunning. It's really,
Yeah.
really pretty. Yeah,
I
really
don't
pretty.
think I've got enough superlatives to explain how I feel about it. It's fantastic.
If you're going to come out here, though, you probably need to bring your own picnic because there's nowhere to sort of buy anything.
No.
So the walk rating is moderate as well, which I agree with. There's just
Yeah.
one very small section where it's quite steep and you've got quite a tricky style to get over.
And then we've now got a helicopter in the background. What would you score it quickly?
I'd give it a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.